Moses and Chioma just got married and were so happy together as they planned to be a very happy couple to have their moments as one family. And also Chioma promised to be a good wife. Moses promised to be a good husband. Both individuals promise each other that this is going to be their best ever as they've been together for a while before anything else. Moses one day told Choma about his political ambition. Choma promised to be by his side no matter what. They've been together for a few months now and everything has been going on just so smoothly. Then one day, Moses told Chioma that one of his old-time friends will be coming to the house, so they tried to plan a very good dinner for him. Then, after that quick notice, Toby, who is Moses' friend, came to the house. In shock, he could not believe that this is the woman his best friend, childhood friend, got married to. Moses was confused because Toby didn't say a word, and Chama was also quiet. At this point, Moses was confused and said, "Do you two know each other?" They quickly both denied, and yes, they couldn't say a word. After the dinner, Toby left. Before leaving, Toby asked Moses, "When did you meet your wife?" "Well, I met her in a restaurant. She was so beautiful. And you know my wife is beautiful." Toby said, "Yeah, your wife is beautiful. You met her in a restaurant." "Really?" "Yes. Is there anything? Is there a problem?" Toby could not say a word. Then Toby left. When Toby got to his hotel room, he was confused and said, "Wait, is this not the girl I met some time ago? Is she not the same person?" Toby was trying to recall it. Then he quickly remembered that, yes, it is Chioma. Chioma is the lady he picked up some time ago when he came back from the UK. He met her on the street and took her to his hotel room. After they had their do, then he wasn't having cash and wanted to do transfer. He wanted to actually cheat Choma, but Choma, being in the business for long, had every means to get her money back. So he didn't even have to struggle because Choma pulled up a knife and said, "You need to pay me my money. You can have your way and not pay me." So in a nutshell, Toby remembered that Chioma is the prostitute he has slept with some time ago before going back to the UK and coming back again, only to find out that it's the same prostitute that his childhood friend, best friend, who's going to be in political position soon, is a man married to a prostitute. No way. Toby could not believe it, so he couldn't hold it back either. He quickly called Moses for a meeting and said, "Moses, you said you met your wife in a restaurant. Is that all?" Just before Toby wanted to spill, then Chioma called in and wanted to speak with Moses as well. As Chioma was on the phone, Moses said, "Well, whatever you want to say, hold on, I want to speak to my wife. Maybe we can have this chat or conversation later." After going, then Toby felt maybe he should keep quiet or talk to Chioma first. Quickly, then he came to the house once again. At this point, Chioma once had to approach Moses and said, "Did your friend tell you anything?" Moses said, "No." "Do you expect him to tell me something?" "Well, no." "Okay." Then, at this point, there was confusion because Chioma didn't want Moses to know whatever happened between her and Toby. Well, Toby secretly had to have a conversation with Chioma and said, "Chioma, so you are a prostitute and you are married to my friend. I can't allow that happen. I have to tell him." Chioma was pleading Toby not to tell Moses about her escape, but Toby refused because that is not a good thing to do to his childhood friend. They've been friends for 6 years. Well, Chioma couldn't hold anything back anymore or beg any longer because Toby has made up his mind. One day, Toby and Moses went on their usual boys trip. On the trip, quickly Toby said, "Did your wife tell you what she was doing before you got married to her?" "Well, she said she was into trading and selling." "Well, she was trading and selling her body." Immediately, Moses stopped the car and said, "What do you mean by that? You calling my wife a prostitute?" Toby said, "Yes, that is who she is. I recognize her. I knew she was the one. Do you remember the last time when I came to Lagos and I told you about the lady who I carried and she nearly killed me just because I had no cash on me?" "Yeah, I remember that story." "Well, that lady is Chioma. She is your wife." "Yes, I slept with you." "Well, I don't want to say I slept with your wife, but yes, I did." "So she is a prostitute, and mind you, I know you as my child. We are even brothers. And I know you are pursuing a political position. So if this news comes out, your political career is on the line. So we need to salvage it earlier before it comes in public. I don't know what you're going to do about this information, but if you doubt me, you can ask your wife." Quickly, Moses could not take the news any longer. He went home and asked and about the wife, "So wait, you knew my brother, in fact you knew Toby?" Chioma said, "So he told you. Wait, you didn't expect him to tell me that you were a prostitute? Wow. You know what? You need to leave my house. This marriage cannot stand. You lied to me. You told me you were into buying and selling, and you were selling your body. Really? You didn't tell me. Once you know very well I'm pursuing a political career, you want to kill me before my time, right? Thank God we do not even have kids in this marriage. You need to leave my house." Moses was so angry and furious at this point. There was nothing that Chioma would say would stop him. He quickly told Chioma to pack her things and leave his house. Chioma had to beg. Chioma wanted to explain. Chioma was begging, but Moses was not hearing. Moses said, "I said leave my house. You don't want to leave?" Moses quickly went to the room, packed her things, and threw her out of the house. Chioma left the house crying and quickly called Moses' mother. Moses' mother had to call Moses and said, "What is happening? Your wife called me that you threw her out of the house." Moses said, "Mom, this is not a phone conversation. You need to come to Lagos so that I'll tell you everything." "Really? Is the problem that serious?" Moses said, "It is serious. This is going to affect my career as well." His mom said, "Okay, I'll be there next week." While all this was going on, Chioma went to the church to the pastor and asked the pastor to come and apologize and help her apologize to Moses. The pastor did that, but Moses was not ready to listen to anybody. Then one day Moses decided to have a conversation with Toby. Whilst they were drinking, another friend came in and was also helping me to calm the situation. But quickly, when he was informed about the whole thing, this friend had to put petrol in the fire and said, "Moses, marrying a prostitute is a big deal. Like every man has slept, even your best friend Toby. Do you think that is a good thing? And if it's in the public, they'll say this politician is married to a prostitute that has been passed around. Do you think that is, will you even get a position?" This friend was just adding more petrol to the fire. At this point, Moses could not take the banter anymore, and he left the situation. Toby was so angry at his friend and said, "Why would you do that? Why do you think I brought you here? To help me talk to him and calm him down, not to fuel everything. Now you have pushed him away. I was just telling him the reality of how everyone is going to take him and his marriage. I mean, we know, but you don't need to spill it out like that. It will be really, really hard to go hard on his friend not to talk to Moses like that again. While so this Moses got home only to meet his mother. Moses explained everything to his mother. His mother said, well, that was in the past, right? Why do you want to hold her past against her? Were you a virgin when you met your wife? Mom, that's not the point. I'm a man, and after all, my manhood and things like that is not going to hold that against me. Nobody is going to call me out that they slept with me. Well, nobody is going to call her out either. You are the one saying it like that. Her past is her past. You need to forgive her. You're already married to her. And since you got married to her, nothing like negative has come until now, her past. So you need to forgive her. Nobody is going to tell the public if your friend didn't tell you either, right? Well, yeah, it's true, but no, I can't. What if they still know? Secrets can always get leaked. No, I can't take chances. I can't take chances. Moses was not ready to listen to his mom. His mom tried to convince him that was in the past, needs to forgive. Then one day, Chioma came to the house again to apologize and try to explain. Moses was not ready to listen. At this point, Chioma had to bring in the father. Father has to let Moses know that everybody has a past and he needs to forgive. Moses again was not ready to listen. But because of respect, he listened to the father and said, okay, I will listen to what Chioma has to say. Quickly, Chioma explained that yes, she's from a very poor background and financial problem was so hard that she had to go into this video just to make sure that her mother doesn't die like the father and also the younger sister. The mother was the only family she had got, and she wanted to do everything in her power just to make sure the mother doesn't die. Well, that was a very soft story, but still, Moses was not ready to listen. After everything, Moses sat everyone out of the house. A week later, Moses sat down and said, I feel I need to forgive her. I still love her. She's my wife. And if this will affect my political career, then so be it. I love her. I think I should forgive her. After sitting and talking to himself and realizing that love is love, he tried to forgive her. Called Chioma. Chioma came and Chioma crying her eyes out, apologizing. And the mom was also there to see how they both love each other so much. Then quickly, the mom had to call the pastor or the father. The father came and blessed them once again, said, it's good that you have forgiven your wife. Like I said earlier on, everybody has a past. And I'm sure if Christ can forgive us, who are we not to forgive others as well? I'm so happy that you are able to look past whatever happened in the past and then continue your marriage. I'm sure you will always be happy in this marriage. Chioma thanked the husband and thanked everybody who was able to help and convince the husband to forgive her of her past. This point, Chioma and Moses had.
Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.